this is Dorothy with Scrapbooking, and this is the third and final project for the scrapbooking workshop kit called Cozy Up. So this is the final product, and I'll show you how I got here. Now look at that fan of strips, different thicknesses of strips. You can do this all on your own. Just find some coordinating paper and start cutting strips, and you can do the same kind of thing. Would be so easy to do. So this is an exclusive paper to the kit. You're not going to be able to find this anyplace else in the in our catalogs. And this square here is the die cut from Project One's frame. So that's the inside piece, and we're using that what I did was I found the center of the paper, and all of those strips, well, I will be finding the center of the paper, all of those strips are going to go from the center out. So that's why we're kind of shooting for where to start the strip so that you get the right angles on all the papers. So that's where we're starting. And I went ahead and put a background on the 4x6, so that piece was a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So I'm making lots and lots of dovetail cuts here on these strips. Some of the strips like these, the first ones I'm cutting were from the original papers, and I'm just making sure that that little zip strip, that the coffee cups are going to be right side up when I put it down there. So I want to make sure I was putting the little dovetail on the right side. So the shorter pieces actually go to the right-hand page. But I didn't know that when I was cutting them. So when you're cutting yours, just put the shorter strips over to the right of the paper to go on the right side. So you can see here that they show you where to cut and how to do the little dovetails. So see, you're getting what length to cut, and you don't have to do any kind of measuring. Thank you, close to my heart. Appreciate that. So here we go, cutting some more dovetails. We're almost done. When I complete all of these, I'm going to do kind of a dry run of where to put all these strips. So I'm just kind of, and I am following, just so you know, I'm following the paper pieces that are in the instructions. Otherwise, I would be having to make decisions, and it would take me forever to make decisions, and I'd be messing around and moving them around. So I am just using their layout. I don't know whether you all have trouble making decisions, but holy moly, I don't know what my problem is. I have troubles. Okay, so somehow I missed doing the rest of the dry run, but I went ahead and put all the rest of the pieces in place. I really don't know what happened there. I'm so confused. So the circle there is going to be go on the center of all of those strips coming together. So I'm not really sure what's happening. Okay, I think I was doing something off camera. I'm not sure what, I don't remember now. So anyway, I am just going to, I think I needed to get some more Tombow. That's what it was. I have all of these holders and they're all empty. So I needed to go get some more Tombow. So I'm kind of gathering up all of the short pieces because I finally realized that they all go to the right-hand page. And those are all going to be little tabs that come out of the top of the pictures. So I'm just kind of putting those in some kind of order that is shown in the instructions. Okay, bear with me. I think that, you know, when your friends say squirrel, and because you got your brain off in a different place where it wasn't supposed to be, well, I think that's what I just did. So I was just kind of playing with the little tab pieces that go on the right-hand page. So now finally, I am putting the tombow on the strips and putting those in place. So that whole thing that you see there is a dry run, and that one's kind of big, so I kind of cut it down, I think, at some point. So I'm just still trying to figure out where some of these pieces go. And because it is a little, I have to tell you, it can be a little confusing. So that's one of the background and texture papers that has the difference on the other side, and that's a zip strip. So there's our little coffee cups or teacups, whatever the beverage you prefer. I actually like both. I do like tea. I like tea the northeastern way, hot with milk and sugar. But, you know, I have been in Texas for a long time, so I drink a lot of iced tea. That seems to be the southern choice of beverage, especially sweet tea. I don't do sweet tea, but I do add a little lemonade to my tea. So I guess it's sort of sweet, but not as sweet as sweet tea. So anyway, this circle is covering up all that big conglomeration in the center. And then this is going to get popped up because we have a little thickness here. I'm not going to lie. All those strips made a little bit of a thick part there. So by raising this up, I'm using thick foam tape. By raising it up, kind of takes care of that. So I'm putting it a little off to the right side there. So I want to show some of that circle. So it's kind of like a sun and rays coming out. And then we get to use our little chevrons down here. I like we're not using the same color. Definitely like that. And then we've got a nice little strip here that goes on the other side of the chevrons that says, "Be happy." And so I'm going to put some of my little dots. These are called dots. So I'm going to put those down, straighten out my chevrons a little bit. And put the love you, I think that's a die cut that was popped out, and then another little heart that's going on the die cut. And then we'll put some dots, a little heart, maybe a lighter one so it can show up more. There you go. And then that's also going to get popped up. So, and then once again, I used the thick foam tape for the heart. And I'm putting another little piece down at the bottom. I'm kind of stingy with the tape, to tell you the truth. Some makers just cover everything with tape, but I'm pretty stingy with it. What can you say? Okay, so this side is a solid piece of the sage cardstock, and I'm using the light side. And we have a piece of the background and texture paper with the cute little leaves, and that is going to go on the center of the sage, and it's going to have 1/4 of an inch showing all around. Now this little piece is it's probably about an 8x8 or thereabouts. So that's a 4x4 picture on the right hand side and a 3x4 vertical. So yeah, I'd say it's about 8x8. So look at that gorgeous color. I think it's paprika. And see, so it's just getting centered with 1/4 of an inch showing all around. And then we're going to put this down. I'm not putting glue all the way to the very edge, because this is where all of the little shorter strips go. And they come out not quite as a fan, but maybe a little fan-like from the top and bottom. And so once again, I'm just kind of getting the things in order so that we have a good mixture of the colors. Once again, anything to keep me from having to make a decision is a good thing, believe me. I mean, I can drive myself crazy making decisions. So here we go with all of, see how beautiful those colors just blend. And you know, if something's too long, just cut it off. It's okay. You can do this. It's your paper. Okay, so I'm kind of putting that one in to go below. And I love all of the little different patterns that are in there. Instead of just being bland and all, you know, one, your plain cardstock. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. See, these are from Project 1. So they were actually supposed to go on that part that was the inside strip behind the 2-inch frame. Oop. That was probably some piece I was looking for and think, gosh, what did I do with that? Okay, so here we are in the same kind of thing. See, it's not really a fan. They're just kind of tucked under there. But I do love all the different patterns. The little plaids, there's 3 different plaids there. And then we've got dotted ones, and they kind of overlap, you know, go under and over. And that's a bold one, isn't it? That should be a little boy's shirt. See, and that's too big. So I finally realized, okay, this is where this tab goes. It's right there, and it actually says Project 3 and not Project 1. That lets you know that that's the right place to put it. Oh my goodness. And the tab goes down. So I'm running it up under the pictures and the tab goes down. And I'll kind of get the excess Tombow off of there with my handy dandy rub and eraser remover. Yay! That's well worth the few dollars that it costs. So once again, I'm doing the easy to do strips, journaling strips with the already has adhesive on it. So I just put 3 of them down there, and I'll start adding my dots here. Oh, there's some things that go up there. There's like that looks like a little jam jar, like a homemade jam jar. Wouldn't that be delicious to have some homemade jam? And some little hearts on there. There's quite a few hearts left that I didn't use. So those could go. You could actually make a single page if you wanted to with all the stickers and paper that's left. You could totally do that. So I'm adding the enamel dots. Oh, and here's some more of the chevrons. Sometimes it's hard to find the detail where all the little pieces go. But then I found that's where they go. That's where those little chevrons go. So we have a Sundance and a paprika. So pretty. Lord knows what I'm doing. My goodness. Trying to figure out what dots to go where. See? Decisions. Not my forte. Anyway, I'm just going to put a bunch of dots around and bunch of hearts and see what else we've got. I think I'm looking for, got a little heart up here. I think I was missing one piece. I think I put it on another layout that was actually supposed to go on this layout. But I found another one, Relax and Enjoy. That actually came off of the last sticker page that I made with all the beach on it, to tell you the truth. The tan actually looked fine with this. So I'm adding some little stars, different color ones, to the ends of the journaling. And I do like to do that sometimes, just to give it a little, kind of like a dotted, a numbered list or whatever. So here's my page. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Let me know what you think. And these are easy to do with the instructions. And if you can follow what I do, then we can do it together.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.